Hey guys, finally back out on the trail today. Today I am at Gatlin State Park, just getting ready to start my day. I actually have to work today, but I'm going to try to get some miles in on the trail out here on the AT. Going up to Lambs Knoll this morning. I'm just waiting on a hiking companion that's supposed to be meeting me. Today we're going to be talking about feet, your LPCs, your leather personnel carriers, your shoes, and what you need to do to traffic. What you need to do to take care of your feet when you're out there on the trail, or if you're out, whether you're hiking or biking or whatever you're doing. Take it from an infantryman. Your feet are your most important asset. You don't go anywhere if your feet are busted. So we'll be talking about shoe selection. We'll be talking about how to take care of your feet, how to properly prepare for walking, and then we're going to talk about what happens when things go wrong, when your feet get blisters or when they start to hurt. What you can do to alleviate some of that. But right now, I'm gonna go check out this monument. Yeah, pretty neat. And I will be checking back in with you guys later. Hey guys, just checking back in again. Made it up here to Lambs Knoll, White Rocks view overlook. See where we're at. It's been a fun hike. It's about 4 miles now. Mostly uphill. I said earlier I would mention a little bit about footwear and proper footwear selection. Honestly, if you want to get out there and do it, just get out there and do it. Tennis shoes, trail runners, boots, whatever's comfortable for you, whatever works for you, whatever you have. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy, $200 worth of shoes just to get out and walk. I started out with wearing tennis shoes, and I was out walking the trails, and I literally walked until they fell apart on me, and I had to buy some new ones. And so when I bought new ones, I bought trail runners. They work really well for me. They're light. They're not as much weight on your feet as boots would be. But some people really like boots. Wear boots. When you get them, you want to make sure that you go by the thumb rule. You want to have about a thumb from the end of your toe to the end of the shoe, because when you're walking downhill on trails especially, your feet will slide forward. If you don't have that room for your feet to slide into, your toes are going to constantly jam it against the end of the shoe, and nobody wants that. You end up with black toenails and your toenails fall off, and that's no fun. But I will check in later. Just wanted to give you another look at that gorgeous view from up here. This is actually one of the highest points on the Appalachian Trail in Maryland. And it is gorgeous from up here. It's a gorgeous walk up here. And we'll see you guys out here. Hey guys, just finishing up the day here. I wanted to wrap this video up. Didn't get a chance to wrap it up when I was out on the trail today. So I just got off work and just figured I'd check in one last time. I just wanted to talk real quick before I sign off about foot care. Kind of talked a little bit about shoes and what you need to do as far as buying shoes and what you're kind of looking for. But before you head out, very important, clean socks. It sounds like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised. Dry socks. You want to make sure your shoes are clean and dry, especially the insides, obviously. If in the course of your hiking and your walking you find you're getting blisters, a pair of liner socks can help. It's basically just a thin pair of socks that you wear under your normal socks, and kind of that creates another layer of cushion there for your feet, so that takes the friction rather than your skin taking the friction. My suggestion, my personal experience with blisters has been, it is best not to pop them unless you feel like you absolutely have to. They will go down on their own. They will reabsorb on their own. If they're really, really bad, sometimes you got to pop them, drain them, and tape them up. You can use moleskin. You can use blister pads. Whatever you feel works best for you, use that. Foot care is a lot of common sense. A lot of people like to powder their feet. If you feel like your feet sweat a lot, certainly powder is a way to go. I generally don't go with powder. I used to when I was in the Army, and I was wearing leather boots a lot, but my shoes breathe pretty well. My feet stay pretty dry. Even when they do get a little damp, they'll dry out pretty quickly. So I tend to go without powder. But if powder works for you, use powder. As you can kind of tell, most of my suggestions are going to be whatever works for you. I am not a guy that is hard and fast about you have to do it this way. Whatever works best for you, do that. Whatever gets you the miles in, do that. You're not going to, break your feet. You may feel some pain. You may get plantar fasciitis. It's a very common thing with if you're walking a lot or if you spend a lot of time on your feet. I had it a few years ago. I still have a little bit of it in my left foot. If that happens, you can see a doctor. You can get custom orthotics made that will help alleviate that. Basically, it's just a tearing of the tendons that kind of on the bottom of the feet. You'll know because it's really odd condition where you can be, when you're standing on your feet, sure they hurt, but you're okay with it. And then the second you sit down, when you try to get back up, you feel like you can't walk because your feet are hurt, tighten up, and they hurt so bad. And that's kind of a hallmark of plantar fasciitis. If you do have that, like I said, see a doctor. You can get custom orthotics made that will definitely alleviate that. If you can't afford to see a doctor or if you don't have insurance, there are plenty of over-the-counter inserts that you can buy that help alleviate plantar fasciitis. Just look specifically for that, for plantar fasciitis. They're very stiff. It's going to be a hard insole because it gives you that arch support that you need that keeps those tendons from being stretched out too much. If you feel like your feet are really, really hurt, get off of them. Take it easy. Don't push yourself into the ground. You're not doing yourself a favor by getting out there when your feet are damaged. I don't mean that they hurt a little bit, because you're going to hurt a little bit. That's kind of, you have to accept that. If you're going to get out there and you're going to try to lose the weight, you're going to try to put some miles in, if you just want to get healthy and you're trying to get some, hike a lot or bike a lot, or, you're just walking, your feet are going to hurt. A little bit of naproxen sodium, a little bit of ibuprofen goes a long way. In the Army, we took ibuprofen like it was going out of style. I don't recommend that. It's not exactly good for you, but certainly a little bit doesn't hurt. Tylenol, aspirin can help as well. But understand, a lot of pain is mental. A lot of that, just what I call good pain, that kind of pain that, you know what I'm talking about when I say good pain. That pain when you're out, your feet are going to hurt a little bit, your joints are going to hurt a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You should understand the difference between, this hurts a little bit because I'm exercising, because I'm pushing myself farther than I usually do, and something's wrong, I need to stop. I need to maybe even see a doctor. If that happens, stop, see a doctor, or stop and just get off your feet, get off your knees, get off your legs. Whatever is hurting you, give it rest. Give it time to heal. Don't try to push yourself so hard that you're going to damage yourself. It, once again, does not do you any favors if you push yourself 25 miles today and at the end of the day your feet are a bloody mess and you can't do anything for 2 weeks because your feet are healing up. Ease back, let your feet heal a little bit, and then get back out there. But don't let the pain dissuade you. Don't let an injury dissuade you. Heal up, take some pain meds and get back out there. That's going to be the hard thing. Today I walked 8 miles and it was very tiring. A good chunk of that was uphill. I sweated a whole lot, and when I was done, my feet hurt. I took some naproxen. I went to work. I worked about 7 hours or so, and I work on my feet, so not exactly comfortable, but feet actually feel better now. They don't really hurt so bad. I'm going to take some naproxen before I go to bed, and I'm going to get up tomorrow, and I'm going to do about 5 miles tomorrow. If they hurt me bad enough, I'll stop. But right now, nothing's stopping me. I'm going. I'm committed to putting in these miles, to getting better, to dropping more weight. I am now down about 55 pounds, give or take. Between Tiffany and I, we've dropped about 100 pounds. This is a good. It's a lot of weight to drop in 3 months, give or take, about almost 4. Um, we're definitely making progress. I hope that I can see you guys out there. That I'll see you guys out on the trails. You're always more than welcome to come out with me, to come out with Tiffany. Tomorrow we got a couple of people coming with us that have seen what we're doing and have said, I want to be a part of that. And we'd love to have all of you. Anybody who wants to come anytime, you're welcome. Just get in contact with me. I'll let you know what the next thing we're doing is, when we're going to do it. And until then, we'll see you guys out there.